Senator, let me ask you, as a student of the court, this is a conversation we just had with an analyst, a healthcare analyst, but what happens with Obamacare? She seems to think that Kavanaugh, Justice Kavanaugh, might very well side with Roberts and go ahead and protect it. The Obamacare might protect it from the court. I just wonder what you think on this issue. Kavanaugh has proven to be a jurist who very much looks at the law, maybe not coming in with a policy axe to grind, but so far he seems to be looking at things from what the law may dictate.
Well, and that's what any justice is supposed to do. We're not supposed to have justices who are pushing their own policy agenda. Instead, a justice should follow the law. So I don't know how the court will resolve this particular Obamacare case. The first Obamacare case that came before the court, Chief Justice Roberts wrote an opinion that was it was a terrible opinion. He essentially rewrote the statute and turned what had been a penalty under the statute into a tax. And he did it for policy reasons. He did it to save the law because he wanted to keep the court out of politics. Ironically, it ended up proving one of the most political decisions he's ever done. I've known John Roberts 25 years. He was a former clerk to Chief Justice Rehnquist, as was I. In the book, One Vote Away, I talk about that Obamacare decision. You know, this latest iteration of the Obamacare decision is based on Congress stepped in and eliminated the individual mandate. I led the fight in the Senate to do that, and we got it done. And the question is, what are the repercussions for the rest of the statute? You know what I think is really interesting about this, Becky? So if you listen to Senate Democrats and what they have to say about Judge Barrett, it's clear all the Senate Democrats have the same talking point, which is Obamacare, Obamacare, Obamacare. That's what they want to talk about. I find that incredibly revealing. Number one, every Republican agrees we're going to protect pre-existing conditions. And so what they're talking about is what they think politically resonates. But 100 out of 100 senators agree we're going to protect pre-existing conditions, regardless of what happens with Obamacare. If Obamacare were repealed, which we've tried to do in the Senate, premiums would go down and health care would be more affordable. But what it really reveals to me, Becky, is that the Democrats don't want to talk about the radical left-wing positions of their justices restricting free speech, taking away your rights for free speech. They don't want to talk about their radical positions trying to limit religious liberty, trying to allow people to take away your right to live according to your faith and according to your conscience. They don't want to talk about their effort to gut the Second Amendment and essentially write it out of the Bill of Rights. And the fact that every Democrat has Obamacare as their only talking point on this, I think reveals that they recognize the American people want to see the Bill of Rights have real teeth and our rights be protected.